That's who it is right there. B, Ride with B, me again, back at you. I'm making this video for like the 13th time now because the last one was a half hour and they're all long as hell. So I'm going to try to cut this off before 15 minutes. But you know me and rambling, if you've watched me at all before. Day 4 concluded with me getting cleared to go, going out with my trainer. Our first load was to Bakersfield, California. Excuse me. Always wanted to set foot in California, and I'm here right now. The sun has went down, so I can't really show you anything. But there's some palm trees over there, some mountains all around over here. So, you know, here we are. We're not in Bakersfield, we're in Oxnard, or El Rio, whatever, I don't know. I guess I'm here, my trainer isn't. But you can check out the Oxnard series. That'll probably go up before this video goes up, unless the video is short enough. But I'm rambling again. Yeah, so Friday we did all that shit. Saturday, I drove for about 30 miles through Oklahoma on, I think it was Interstate 44. Not positive, but I think so. First time driving a big rig down the highway with zero experience at all. It was kind of terrifying, but you know, I made it through. It was, you know, 30 miles, or yeah, 30 miles, so it wasn't really anything stressful, just down 2-lane highway, or 4-lane highway, whatever you want to call it. Sunday, I drove 433 miles all across Texas, from the south side of Dallas on Interstate 20 to maybe an hour short of El Paso. Our load, going from Springfield, Missouri to Bakersfield, California, you might be like, hey, why did you end up in El Paso? Well, the load we were carrying couldn't go through mountains because of the type of load it was. I don't know, I'm sure it wouldn't be a problem to mention what was in the truck because you can just go to Gerb's and buy it, or Kroger, or Walmart, whatever, but, you know, just to cover my tail in case, you know, it's an issue to talk about your loads. It's not high dollar or anything like that, but you know, I look out for myself on that. So because of that, we couldn't go through the mountains. So we had to go from Springfield to El Paso and then up through Phoenix to California, Bakersfield. So Saturday I drove all through Texas. Again, it's pretty much all highway. I pulled into a rest area, out of a rest area. Or I started in a Love's parking lot at like 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning, so there was really nobody there as far as traffic or anything. I pulled out of the truck stop onto the highway. We stopped at a rest stop so I could do a 30. Left the rest stop, went the rest of the way to another rest stop, I believe, and stopped for the night. So yeah, 433 miles, my second ever day of driving. You know, it was rough, but you know, it was fun. I learned. I keep it between the lines really good, better than my trainer. He'll tell you that himself too. He hugs the shoulder a lot, which makes the alert in the cab go off, which for the last 2 days having a headache has really sucked, but you know, what can you do? But yeah, I'm really good at keeping it between the lines. Shifting is another story, but it's getting better. So Saturday, that's Saturday. Sunday, no. Yeah, that's Saturday and Sunday. Now Monday, yesterday, Memorial Day, was a disaster. Where we at on time? Only 4 minutes? Oh shit, we got all day. Alright. Yesterday sucked. Yesterday, I almost had a nervous breakdown. Let's just say that. We started at 5 a.m. The trainer drove from El Paso up through Phoenix. We got into Phoenix on Interstate 10, south side of Phoenix in Chandler. We stopped at a Sam's Club there to fill up the truck with some food, so we didn't have to do truck stop, all that good stuff. So you can see a truck leaving back there. You'll see it. So yeah, we stopped there. and then he got us onto the on-ramp of the freeway because there's no way I could have navigated out of that parking lot at Sam's. No way at all. So he got us out of there, dropped it in the on the on-ramp to I-10 and going towards Phoenix out of Chandler, and I had to pull onto like 5 lanes of traffic, which was rough, especially with my shifting issues as of late. But that's that's what it is. The 5 lanes or 6 lanes or whatever it was isn't really that difficult. It was stressful having all these cars coming and passing you on all sides. I think that was a good next step. I think I'm going to do another video, maybe after this one, maybe another day, the next time I have time, about just my thoughts on the training issues. But I thought that was a good next step. 400 miles of highway, regular 2-lane, 4-lane, whatever, 2 on each side, to going through city traffic. And I mean, the traffic wasn't terribly heavy through Phoenix and out of Phoenix up to California, but once we hit California, everything went to hell. I guess probably not terrible, but in my head it was too much stress. The stress of driving, I don't know, we were like 4 or 6 hours on 4 to 6 hours through all that until we even got to California. Was tough. But we get to California. I stop at an ag station where they find out what you're hauling. I told them, I pulled in, I told them, and that was that. They just waved us through, so not a big deal. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm tired. Getting out of the ag station, whatever checkpoint deal, was brutal. And there were trucks behind me, and I'm jerking it all up. Almost stalled it a couple times. Like, it was bad. But, got it up and going. We stopped at a truck stop to do a 30-minute break. We were holding out to go to a rest area. It's like, oh, we got 39, 40 miles, whatever, until this rest area. We get to the rest area and it's closed, so we have to keep going. So we stop at this, I think it was a Pilot, no, Love's, I don't know, some truck stop. Do a 30-minute, I pull in, and then I pull out, or I pulled it into the lot, turned the truck around, and then jumped out and let the trainer back it into a spot. I still haven't backed anything, which is good, because this goes back to the training video I'll talk about, but yeah, I haven't backed anything. 8 minutes, alright. Where are we at here? Alright, so we pull out of the truck stop, eventually get it back on the highway. Not a huge deal, it wasn't perfect by any means, but I got it on. Not too long after that, I'm probably, I'm pretty far behind a couple trucks. Like, one was a little, maybe like a 20-foot truck, and the other was like, I'm pretty sure it was an 18-wheeler. They're way ahead of me, and the traffic has built up by this point. And I see those trucks kind of swerve, like they part out of the way really quick, and something wasn't right about it. So I pull off the gas, and I see some stuff in the road. It looked like metal box, like a big dryer or something like that, right in the lane. And on the left of me, a whole line of cars. On the right of me, 18-wheeler. So I'm stuck in my lane, and there's debris like scattered across the freeway. We're like 6 lanes. We're in California by this point, like San Bernardino, I want to say. And yeah, like I get up on it, and it turns out it's it's a piece of lawn furniture, like a lawn chair, metal laying on its side. So I saw like the base or whatever, not the base, the seat of it as a square, like solid square, but it was like metal framed, you know, with the clothy type. I don't know how to describe it, but some shit you'd see on a lawn. But I didn't have anywhere to go, so I kind of eased into the other semi's lane because he saw it and he gave me some room. And I just laid it out. I hit it. So we have 2 scuffs on the side of our truck from that. Nothing I could have done about it to prevent that other than slamming on the brakes and causing a jackknife and a disaster. So, you know, I did what I had to do. And the truck's not really damaged. Like I said, it's 2 like scuffs on the plastic bumper type deal. It looks like you could just wash it off, but you can't. So that was nerve-wracking. Just the California traffic starting to build up was nerve-wracking. It's about 6:30, like I said, a Monday, but it was Labor Day, so I mean it wasn't your average business crap, but just a lot of people. I come up, everybody's checking up and stopping and slowing down and then going and slowing down, and nothing's in the road and yada yada yada, which was good for practicing up and down shifting. Eventually we get on to 210, I believe it was, maybe it's 215, whatever, but it goes up a mountain, and I'm not good at all with shifting, and I had no business being on a mountain. But hey, what can you do? Again, that goes back to the training video. I'll talk about some more specifics. I guess not. Well, I'll talk more about that. But yeah, I ended up, long story short, we're going up a mountain and I stall it. I couldn't get it. I don't know if I didn't downshift fast enough, or I missed a gear, or I skipped a gear, or what. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, I stalled on the highway, start rolling backwards. A trainer would pull the parking brake, emergency brake, and I jump out of the way. He jumps in and gets it going, but that could have been a huge disaster, you know, stopping in the middle of a freeway on a hill. But luckily no trucks were behind me. But that right there just fudged my head up, like, severely. 15, I gotta cut this short. So that really sucked. Like, I was over the top right there. Like, I was in full blown, like, breakdown point. Eventually he gets it out. He goes, like, we get off the mountain and we get onto a road. I don't remember, Highway 15 maybe, but like there's some lights, so I got to start upshifting and downshifting, and I was so pissed off and angry, I was just silent, and I just, you know, I pushed it and I got it. You know, I was shifting actually really, really well. But I think I was just pissed. I was like, I don't even care anymore. Like, it wasn't, I don't know, like I wasn't using my brain to do it. It was just like a reflex or whatever. But it worked out. But the last deal on that one that really messed with my head was, we're going down. The sun's almost down by this point. And it's a 2-lane road with every like 6 to 10 miles, there's a slowdown lane for cars to pass you. And you know, every time that came up, I pulled over and let the people pass, and then got back in the lane. And at one point, a car decided they wanted to pass me. You know, not, you know, in the no pass area. Not a big deal. Nobody was coming, so it was all good. You know, about another mile down the road, somebody else decides they want to do it, and like they're about like even with the tractor. And a car comes up over the hill, and like, oh, we got a cool guy over there. And like they were feet away, if not inches away, from hitting each other head on. And he dips in front of me like a foot or so in front of hitting me. Like it was it was kind of terrifying, you know, like that's why I say yesterday fucking sucked. I drove close to 500 miles in total that day, and I just went and put the headphones on and was done. Like, it, ugh. But so that's the recap up until today. We unloaded this morning in Bakersfield, California. Got another load to Idaho, picking up at a port, which you can see the Oxnard, California posts about that whole situation, which is where I'm at right now, still waiting. It's like 9-10 o'clock, probably close to 10 now, but almost 16 minutes, so man, that's pretty close. So I'm gonna cut this off. That's the last of the prime time updates. Actually, I might do the training one under prime time, I don't know. But I'm gonna try to like make these kind of series, I don't know. Try to group videos that are somewhat related together, so you know you can pick through them or whatever. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. But that's that. That's the update, the finishing of the first set of training, and I'll continue the primetime series as I finish this set of training, go back, test out for the CDL, and go into the next phase of training. I'll try to continue the primetime as that goes. I think you can do playlists, set them up so it all plays together. No idea how to do that, so maybe message me or something if you know. I also haven't looked, so it might just be pretty simple. But that's that. So that's the first week. It's Tuesday. I started last Tuesday with day one, and it's next Tuesday now. So it's been one crazy week, to say the least. So that's what I got for y'all right now. I'll probably, depending on battery power, come back and make another video, since I'm just sitting here and not doing jack shit, waiting. So until that time, y'all be safe. Cover your tails out there. Be positive, and enjoy what you're doing. You know. So that's what I got for y'all. Be blessed. Be happy. Be safe. Be cheerful. Be joyous. And you know, big up. That's what I got for y'all. Until then, laters.